Welcome, paraprofessionals. Today we're going to show you how to navigate around Canvas and show you some of the features that you will have access to as you support your students and teachers that you're in the classroom with. To start with, to access Canvas, you probably have already done this, but just to clarify, you're going to go to Google, ensure that you're logged in with your work email, and then go to the waffle and scroll down until you see Canvas. And when this comes up, it'll automatically bring you to your dashboard. On your dashboard will be all of the courses in which you are enrolled. For some of these courses that you will be enrolled in, you will be able to see all the students. And for others, you might only be able to see a few students that you were assigned to. Regardless, they will show up as cards here on your dashboard. And if at any point you would like to change the title, go up to the three dots and type in here what you would like to name it. This will not affect how the teachers see it, only you. If you wanted to have a different nickname, you're more than welcome to do that. You can also change the colors. Let's get started by looking at a typical template. This is the general template for the elementary school. And you can see here on the left-hand side, we have the global navigation, which will direct you through your entire Canvas, the course navigation, which will allow you to see different things specific to this course, the main page here in the middle, and then on the far right, you have other course status options, which will be a little different depending on your role in the classroom. One important thing is the student view. At any time, if you'd like to see specifically what the students would like to see, you can click on student view. You know that you are in student view based on the peek box that surrounds. So now as you click through, you can see the different features that a student will see. And if you notice, a lot of the other navigation pieces are gone because students only have access to what is provided to them. To leave student view, you're going to click out of the box. And now we're back to where we were previously. Okay, so now to get started, I'd like to show you how this is organized. Under announcements, if you notice the eyeball, the students do not see this. This is simply a tool that you and the teachers can use. Under announcements, you can create announcements that will appear on the top banner of the page, and students can organize them and delete them as they're read. Under grades, you will be able to see the grades that students have received on different assignments. Right now, there's nothing in here, but once you are clicking on it, you'll be able to see all the different assignments, the grades associated with it. And by clicking on the student, you can see that specific student work. The modules is where all of the different pages are assigned. I'm going to click on pages first. When you go to pages, and then you can view all the different pages, you will have a running list of all the assignments the teacher has ever created. The default will be organized by title, but you can also change it by creation date or even by when it was last edited. This list will get very long and it will be a little overwhelming. The easiest way to find student work, as well as what the teachers have created, is by looking at the modules. So let's go into that so you can see how they will be structured. All of the morning meeting documents will be at the top, and then it flows into literacy, Encore, math, social studies, and then in the archived activities. This goes in the same order in which your school has their schedule set up. At the top, the morning meeting, literacy, Encore, and math, as well as science and social studies, will be that week's work. As time progresses, teachers will be able to move those assignments into the archive. That way they are still accessible for the students to see and make up any work as needed, but it does not clutter the top modules. Under discussions, you can see any posts that the teacher has posted, as well as the student responses. Again, under assignments, you can see student work. This will be empty as of right now. I'm going to show you some examples of what this will look like to see student work in a moment. Under people, you can see all the students and teachers that are assigned, and you can even add students or make groups if you wanted to have small groups. That'll be here if you wanted to create groups. If you wanted to create a group set, then you will give it a name, and then you will be able to choose the students that are in there. Since there are no other students in this class right now, it's not going to allow me to do that. You can continue to go down here and see examples of all the different quizzes or files that a teacher might have or that you would like to post. Let's say you adapt a particular document. You can add that as a file, and then the teacher can use that, or you could even create it as an assignment and give it specifically to that student. Let me show you an example of how that would work. So if I go under assignment, I'm going to add an assignment. Give it a title. You can offer directions. You can attach a video if you would like, or a link. Then you can come down here, assign points if you would like, if there's a specific group in which you're giving it to. If you don't want it to count towards the final grade, that's a discussion you'll need to have with your specific teacher. And then how do you want the students to submit their work? Do you want them to simply write in a box? Do you want to offer them a chance to attach a website or even upload, or perhaps even a video of themselves answering the question? You can select all of them or limit them based on how you want the students to submit their work. You can also allow them to attempt this more than once, or you can limit however many times you would like for them to have the option to submit their work. Then down here is where you can specifically assign it to a student. The default is everyone in the class, but if you would like for this only to go to one student, you will close out of that, and then you will type in the name of that student. It's not going to populate again because there are no students in this class, but as you start typing in a student name, it will show up and pop up here. You can give them a due date. You can say when it becomes available. Perhaps you're creating something, but you don't want it to show up for the student for a few more days. So you can select that here. And then you can even choose how long they have access to this assignment. If you'd like to add another group of students, you may do so, but you can add more than one student here. But perhaps you wanted to give different due dates. Then you would add and restart the process here. Don't forget to hit save and save as published if you're ready and you have everything set to go. I'm going to go back to my dashboard now so that I can show you some of the other features in the global navigation. If you continue down the global navigation, you'll see a calendar. As work is created and assigned due dates, it will populate here. You can change the color of a course by going to the three dots and selecting a different color here, and that might be helpful for your students as you help them to organize their work. You can add events here by creating the plus button, just like what you would on a general calendar. Also would like to show you the inbox. In your inbox, you will have a running list of conversations here on the left-hand side. If you wanted to send a new message, you can click here, choose the course in which you would like to email the student or teacher or parents even. You can hand select here, or you can start typing in their name and select the student or teacher here. You can also do a drop-down menu here. Observers would be parents. They can navigate through their students' work, but they will not be able to do any editing. They will only be able to see the work that the students have. So if you wanted to email a parent, you could do that. You could email specific teachers or students. What's really important is that you click this box. By clicking this box, you will send an individual message to each recipient, meaning if you're sending this to 4 or 5 different people or multiple parents, when they respond, they will not be responding to everybody. They will only be responding to you. Consider this a BCC or a blind carbon copy. You can type the message here, attach anything or even a video if you would like, and then click send. Now, this is not another email address for you to check. This is simply a way to have brief and quick communication. So a copy of your emails will stay here, but they will also go to your K-12 address. So if you notice this message between Sandy and I, it can be found in my K-12 email. I can respond to my K-12 email and it shows up here. Likewise, she gets a notification in her Canvas as well as her K-12. Further down in the Commons, you can search for materials and resources by typing in a topic here, or what I suggest using is the filter and going to Virginia Public Schools, and you can even choose a grade level. Notice it filters behind me. You can even further your search now by typing in topic above. Anything that you see here is free for you to use. What you would do is you would open it up. If you like what you're looking at, you can import or download or simply copy the link. More directions on this will be given at a later time.